and welcome back. Devon lost connection for a second there. We were in the middle of this team who I cannot remember. Chicago Slow Kings, there we go. We were just talking about you not liking Cacturn, and I was
Oh,
just saying
yeah.
that I actually quite like Cacturn because it's got quite strong attack and it's got Sucker Punch.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's weak to U-turn.
It is very weak to U-turn.
Like you can have all the things you want, but if you're gonna get O code by a U-turn, you're not a good Pokemon.
It's just a much worse Brute Bonnet, right?
Yeah.
Great value Masquerade.
Yeah, yeah. God, there's quite a lot of grass darks now, isn't there?
Yeah.
We got no electric mons.
Dunsparce is good. Dunsparce I like with the Eviolite. I like Espeon, but it's tricky. Tauros once again is a good Pokemon. Um I like Revaroom. The issue with Revaroom is it has literally no move pool.
Does he have hazard removal?
Revaroom. It
No,
gets rapid spin.
no. Just check that. Um,
Get rapid?
yeah.
Oh, what the heck? It's got wheels.
And
Whales don't.
I was literally thinking the same thing. So I went on to Showdown just now as we were talking. Um,
Uh,
Yeah, I don't think they do because I was just checking too. They have a lot of hazards themselves, like toxic spikes and stealth
yeah,
rocks.
they
Like,
got plenty of hazard control with Garchomp, T-Town, River Room. But no removal at all. Like that's gonna be like for me that knocks you down a tier. You could be S tier, and if you have no removal, you're an A tier, if not lower. You need removal. It's so
mm,
important.
yeah. This is a C tier team, I'm thinking.
Yeah. The lack
yeah,
of special
I,
attackers and the lack of removal hits it hard.
hmm I also don't like the fact that their only like ground switching is Cacturn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, like, Garchomp's kind of a ground switch in. Like, he's got a decent physical defense.
It's fine. It's
What
fine. So what are we thinking? Chicago Slow Kings. I'm thinking lower C tier, right?
Yeah.
I
The other
agree.
two, the other one's definitely the other C tier is definitely a better C tier.
Yeah, definitely. This is the worst team we've seen so far. Sorry, Slow Kings. Um,
We like your name.
yes, we do. Denver
Chicago?
Ninetales.
I think
Dragapult.
Claw.
Yeah, I do think Claw's cool too. Dragapult, Rotom Heat, Flamigo, Tinkaton, Quagsire, Muck, Clorf, and Dugtrio. This is the first team we've actually seen doing the Dragon Steel Fairy Core, I believe. Actually, wait, Jake, you have the Dragon Steel Fairy Core, right? Do you have a Steel type?
Yeah, yeah, Fortress, if you count that. Yeah.
Uh, and
Well,
who's your fairy again?
Wigglytuff.
Yeah, you do have the. That's pretty nice. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, distracted. I
I
mean,
like this team.
yeah,
The only, like the biggest weaknesses I see on it are Cloth and Doug Trio.
I mean, they're C tiers. Cloth gets Regenerator. Anything with Regenerator, I resent underestimating. Regenerator is just such a good ability.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I'm not saying they're bad, but I think that there's other Pokemon that would give more to this team. Cloth isn't bulky enough to really utilize the Regenerator. It suffers the Mian Shao problem.
That's true. That's very true. Arguably one of the best defensive types in Tinkaton, though.
Yeah, that is, well, like Tinkaton is the best type. Like there's under no circumstances is Fairy Steel like less than the best. That's such a good typing. Um,
I don't know. I think Annihilate's at least offensively, Annihilate's fighting Ghost is insane.
true, true, true. You got me. You got me. Like overall, yeah, solid. I like Flamigo. It's like a Halucha, but different. um, I was like,
I
I'm
like
not gonna.
Flamigo.
I don't want to say it's
Flamigo
better.
gets scrappy too.
Yeah, and Flamigo's fast enough. It's got base speed 95, but it's got 130 attack.
big question. Do we have hazard removal? Does Flamigo get defog?
Does who? Flamigo?
Yeah. No.
Does it get
What
Mm,
about Cloth? Does it get rapid spin? No. Okay, we might be looking at another team without hazard removal.
Rotom's not getting defog.
Nope.
Tinkaton gets rapid spin.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Nothing.
Does it get
does-
defog?
Why would it have defog?
I don't know.
No. No. Another team
Doug
without.
Trio. Maybe Doug Trio gets rapid spin.
I really don't think it does, but we will check.
Muck
How
gets
does
rapid
this-
spin now.
Nothing.
We're not.
This team...
Maybe Dragapult got rapid spin.
The
Yeah,
rapid spin
Dragapult.
Right, so we're seeing great offenses and good actually amazing defenses with Rotom Heat, Tinkaton, and Quagsire.
This is one of those instances where this team would be like, if he can switch Cloth or Doug Trio out for a spinner or a defogger, this team would be S in my opinion.
I don't like Muck. I don't think Muck does much here.
Muck is so good. That is a
No.
special sponge.
It's fine. It's fine.
Great.
Alola Muck was so good.
True.
I really like Dragapult and Rotom Heat, obviously. I really like Tinkaton and Quagsire. I like Flamigo.
Maybe like a high B. I don't know, Julianne, what you think?
This time I don't really have an issue with defenses. They do have kind of like an ice weakness, but they have Rotom Heat to kind of cover that.
Yeah.
Other than that, the removal. You guys said they don't have any removal, right?
Yeah.
I don't really like that. Again, I'm a big stickler for hazards because they can do a lot. They do matter in the end.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in the end, if he does switch out for like some kind of hazard removal, I could see this going higher, but probably B for me.
Yeah, I think we're all in to B. Well, let's see what Steve says as well. Denver Ninetales. We didn't even read Chicago Slowkings. Let's quickly read Chicago Slowkings, just for the sake of it. Great Sandcore, even more annoying to deal with Sand Veils and banned for Garchomp. It will still be tedious for the team though, as there's no pivot. A lot of it is going to rely on hard, safe, or item-based switches. Annoying team to deal with for sure, but still can be dealt with if you're careful or a good wall break. And then we'll speak about Denver's as well. Seems all over the place, but somehow that makes the team somewhat balanced. Many of the ones are annoying on their own way, whilst the strongest offenses are both physical attackers. I can't say much about this team, but I feel like a group you shouldn't underestimate in any way. I just wish it had Stealth Rocks.
I like this more team.
We're also
It's-
another one
yeah,
where
it's
we're
got that
seeing
ice-
special is limited. You're relying on Rotom as your special damage dealer, and like that, if you're relying on Rotom as your special damage dealer, you're never sweeping with Rotom, right? Ever.
You could run special Dragapult.
You can, but then that removes your biggest physical strength, right?
I noticed the ice weakness, but there also is down in the lower tiers. There's a grass weakness that Quagsire, Dugtrio, Cloth.
Yeah. And Quagsire.
Mm.
You're always bringing Quagsire. It's the only thing with recovery.
Jake, give us your in-depth opinion. Tell us what you think. Why is this team worse than your team?
I'm not saying it's worse than my team.
Oh,
I
okay.
think honestly, I would say that it would be probably. I mean, I wasn't here for Black City, but I would say it would go right between Black City and my team.
Okay. I like that. I don't know. Like honestly, when you pointed out the grass weakness, it kind of pushes it.
I
well, yeah,
remember
I mean,
really
Black-
liking Black City. I like
Yeah,
this team
Black
a lot
City-
less.
Black
It's
City was
very-
like high B. Black City was borderline.
Very-
I'm putting this lower. I'm putting this low B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stands to reason. It's
Probably,
not like
probably offended
terrible
people.
team.
Sorry.
Make those switches in those bottom tiers. Get the Cloth and the Doug Trio flipped out for something that can get rapid spin.
Definitely.
I don't think neither of them are doing any good.
Right, Driftveil City Dragapulse. We have King Gambit, Salamence, Farigiraf, Rabscar, Arbavola, Draculok, Rotom, and Quillfish. I'm instantly getting meh vibes off the team.
I was like really impressed with like the first 2 picks.
I mean, the speed is non-existent on this team, like instantly.
Yeah,
You
like their highest Salamence at 100.
Yep.
I like Arbolova for the B tier.
Yeah.
I've been messing around with that thing. Is annoying if you get it in the right position. It gets Strength Sap, Bleach Seed, Substitute. It can just be an annoying wall.
Definitely. I like
not
it.
bad, though.
I like, and a lot of people don't like normal mons. I like normal mons this generation. I really do think ghosts are a huge present this generation. I really like King Gambit. I don't know if it's not my favorite S tier, but I do like it. I like Salamence. I would like Salamence a lot more if you had a really fast Volt Switcher to pivot into it. And then you use Intimidate. You could set up your Dragon Dance.
You got the Rotom. You got a medium speed Volt Switcher.
Yeah, but then you are absolutely relying on Choice Scarf, right?
And nobody's going to EQ on a Rotom.
No one's EQing on a Rotom. But then, yeah, so you can't even pivot your EQ bait into Mance.
Dracula turn.
What is Draclock's stats? I actually don't know. Oh wow, that's so bad.
They are stats.
That is just objectively bad. It doesn't even get
Stats.
It doesn't even get Dragon Darts either. This thing sucks. Sorry, not sorry. You can't even Eviolate run it. It's base 50.
Yeah, that's really bad.
I would just get rid of it. Like Misdreavus is still available. And it's just straight up better.
Yeah, actually.
And you've got Rotom. You don't need Dracloak.
You already have a dragon, so.
Yeah, and a ghost. I don't like. Special attackers are kind of. How's Arbovola for its special attack? 125, that's really good. I mean, obviously it's not outspeeding anything. That's really nice, especially if you get the grass boost, right? With the grassy terrain.
Yeah.
Kind of wild.
I've been running Terra type poison and giving it black sludge. So you're getting that black sludge plus grassy terrain plus leech seed recovery.
This thing is strong. I wish he had a fast special attacker. I suppose you have Scarf Rotom, right? But base Rotom has lower stats than all the other Rotom forms, like quite a lot. So yeah, we're seeing only 95 base special attack, 91 speed, which means that it's a decent Scarf user, especially when you can have Trick on it. But then obviously if you're Scarfing it, then you've only got the 95 base attack. You're not going to be hitting that hard. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this team. I'm not a fan. I've got to admit. I like the giraffe.
This team's okay. Like, I'm not impressed by anything on it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that stands out to me. Is Revival Blessing banned?
Yeah, Revival Blessing's banned.
Yeah.
Okay, Quillfish would be cool if he had, some rain.
Also, I think we might have another team without any removal. Does Salamence get defog? I think he doesn't.
He did at one point. Still does.
Nah, barely anyone's have defog now.
Rabscaba get Rapid Spin. It pushes around poop. It might get a spin.
I like the logic behind that. But no. Sadly, the logic didn't add up.
Go.
Yeah, another team without hazards, which is crazy when we're having things like Salamence, Rotom, which are going to be switching in a lot.
I was going to start B, But without the hazard removal, I don't know, man.
Not even
It's like-
no hazard removal. Like, you're relying on Quillfish for hazards. You have no rocks whatsoever. Wait, does King Gambit get rocks? Not that you'd want to use it for rocks, but
It doesn't.
it does. Stealth rocks.
Heck, okay.
But I still stand by my point that you don't really want to be using King Gambit for stealth rocks, right?
Yeah.
In case that sneaky focus blast comes out.
Quillfish gets rapid spin.
Does Quillfish get rapid spin?
I think Quillfish gets rapid spin.
Oh, how do you spell Quillfish? Oh, there it is. Weird.
No, it
This is
doesn't.
No,
just
it doesn't.
Oh.
This Pokemon get rapid spin.
So few mons get, like, it's why it's such an important draft, like, early on. You really need to, like, this generation, so little hazard removal.
I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm feeling D, like high D.
I really like King Gambit and Salamence, but, like, the
Yeah,
weaknesses on
I
the
like-
team.
I don't think I would. I don't know if I'd go D. I really like the left side, but yeah, the C tiers I think could get some swapped out.
Mhm.
Like, literally, the nicest thing I can say is I like King Gambit. I like Salamence.
Yeah. So,
What does Steve got to say?
Steve says Rotom and Quillfish will not be used often because the first 6 already feel like a decent team. It's a bit balanced with a lean on offense. Team can be walled, but slight misplays will allow Salamence to sit up. Arbavola seems good with almost ensured grassy terrain. Just that write-up makes him seem underwhelmed by the team, which is basically my feelings.
Julie, what is your thought here?
I really don't like the lack of defensive coverage. So I'm kind of focusing on the defensive, like, as 3 Pokemon weak to fire, ice, psychic, dark, and King Gambit and Salamence both have a 4 times weakness. Salamence with ice and King Gambit with fighting. So I don't really like the defensive at all. And with the lack of hazard removal, of course, I don't like it.
I'm thinking C. I think that pretty much summed up what I was thinking, too.
Okay. I'm sticking with
D.
D.
Sorry, D.
You two,
No,
you two
I
got
just-
Jake and Anders said C. Julianne, what are you feeling?
I don't want to say D, but definitely if it's not D, very, very low C, but high D, low C.
I'm thinking D. I don't think we can even compare this team to these two. It sounds really mean. I said C. I meant D. I'm sorry, Dragapulse. The thing is about Dragapulse teams, it wouldn't take much trading for this to become one of the best teams in the draft. But it really needs a few changes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. If you're gonna put that in D, you're gonna have to make a lower tier.
Oh.
There's a team coming up.
Well, that other team will just be the bottom of D.
Yeah. I
That's
can't
bad.
add anything now, but.
Oof. Okay.
Well, let's go to Florida for alligators. Annihilate, Umbreon, Grafari, Jolteon, Toxicroak, Tatsurugi, Spirit Tomb, and Camerupt. Okay.
I like this. This team's looking good. First impression is solid for me.
I will also put out, it looks like he doesn't have hazard removal on this team. Tatsurugi, for some reason, gets Rapid Spin. I know that for a fact, which is it's really random.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Tatsugiri is not a bad Pokemon.
No, it's not. I like the thing is, I sadly we're making this video after week 1 happened. He got crushed in week 1, like absolutely crushed. This sounds really mean. I don't think it's the team's fault. I really like the teams.
That is mean. Anders is calling you out, whoever you are.
He played
Word up, bro.
Boston week 1, right?
Yeah, Boston has the best record out of everyone in this draft.
Boston is really, obviously he's the commissioner. He's really good.
Yeah.
So I think we just got to give this team another couple weeks to see what they can do.
I like
play
this
some
team.
other opponents.
Grafaia's got Prankster and can pull some absolute garbo. Annihilate is Annihilate.
Yeah.
Like, I think Annihilate's a little more tricky to use than you'd think, because Annihilate requires good positioning and
Definitely.
really go. And I think figuring out the positioning in the current meta is kind of difficult, but that's just me leaking in my insecurities. um, but yeah, no, it's a solid team. I like this.
We do
Cameron's
see a bit of weakness
underrated.
to Fairy, though. Like, quite a big weakness to Fairy. Like, weak. Well,
Camerupt resists.
neutral.
Don't forget ground too. Like there's no ground coverage at all. At
Camerupt.
least
I was just gonna,
Got
I was
Camerupt.
just gonna say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got Camerupt here. And
I was gonna
Camerupt
say
is
for
underrated.
Juliana, I'm gonna say not much ground coverage in this.
Camerupt is weak to ground.
Yeah.
Toxic Jolteon.
Oh, I thought you meant
uh,
him outputting ground. Sorry, yeah, no, I get what you
No.
mean. Right,
and
yeah.
even Spike It. They have Umbreon as a switch in, and that's pretty much it.
And
They
Spirit.
got Umbreon and Spiritomb.
You definitely have to balance. Like, there will be a lot of switching if you're playing this game, right? Like, brings
Yeah.
a fighting type out, brings out Annihilate or Spirit Tomb. I wish he had a flying type. Flying would really balance this out, or at least levitate.
Yeah.
Something because ground. Just with my first battle, like Earthquake, Earth Power, it's just used so much.
Yeah, the fact that these three, and of course Camerupt, all get hit by it, it's unfortunate. I don't like the team as much as I thought I did. The more I look at it.
Yeah, those first impressions can be wrong sometimes. It's not like I don't think it's a bad team. They're the good points are really good and the synergies are there. The unfortunate thing is that the synergies are weak synergies.
I like
Yeah.
Jolteon.
Like Jolteon's good. That's like going to be the best Volt Switcher you're going to be able to get your hands on.
Toxicroak is super underrated too. Like I've seen people shit on Toxicroak before because it's slow, but it has like really good coverage, really powerful hitting moves.
And it's got some. Yeah. I would say this one. Probably here.
Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit mid. Let's have a quick look what Steve says. Tedious to deal with because of Umbreon, very fast Jolteon Volt Switch, Camerupt Water Bait into Tatsurigi Storm Drain, and also the Water Absorb on, or Dry Skin I should say, on Toxicroak. Also seems tempting. Graffary is Pseudo Ditto. What does he mean by Pseudo Ditto? Am I stupid? Am I missing something?
No, that's a good point.
What does he mean by Pseudo Ditto? I don't even get what that means.
Nope. I don't know.
Does he mean like Pseudo Sableye? That's how I always view it.
Mm-hmm.
May or may not be hard to deal with depending on type coverage and how much of a problem Umbreon is to your team. I'm feeling really mid about it now. Like the more I look at it.
Maybe high C.
Yeah. High C. Are we all in agreement? High C for Florida?
Yeah, I'll agree.
Above or below Boston? Bearing in mind it was Boston who basically thrashed him.
It's a good one. I like the flash and fruit punch.
Are we thinking here?
I think, yeah, Boston.
Okay. Next team.
Awesome.
Lavender Town Gengars. Roaring Moon, Wochian, B-Sharp, Donphan, Lucario, Golduck, Luxray, and Braverary. How do I feel about this team? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this team. I like Roaring Moon.
Yeah.
I dislike both his defensive mons have 4 times weaknesses. Actually, all three of these
Yeah.
ones have really common 4 times weaknesses.
Mhm.
Yeah. Dawn fan's okay.
Don
Oh,
Fan's
well.
good. It's got rapid spin, right? And we've learned very quickly how important rapid spin is going to be. So anything with rapid spin automatically goes up. Obviously, the electric immunity and everything is really nice as well. I'm pretty sure Bravery gets defog as well, so he's actually
Yeah.
alright for that.
This team seems fine and like I don't know. Even like offensively, it's kind of lacking. We
We got no special attackers whatsoever. I suppose you got Lucario. Wuchin, what does Wuchin do again? Like, I know it's a wall, but
It's like grass dark.
yeah. So you're hitting especially, but like, like you're probably gonna want to Terra this.
You're gonna be rotationing most times.
Oh God, I don't know if I like this team that much.
I don't know. Man, you got your first impressions? What you seeing here? Give it.
Okay,
It
based
looks
on first
scary on
impressions,
paper.
I don't know.
I love how we're
First
all
impression-
kind of like,
I like
Yeah.
Roaring Moon, and I like that like who I fought depended on rain, so having Golduck is cool with the clearing weather, I guess. But overall, I don't really like the combination with the team, I guess. Like, I don't know. With defense, fighting, again, they have no switch-ins for fighting. Bisharp fight 4 times weakness. No switch-ins for fairy. And there's literally a whole team that's just fairy Pokemon.
yeah.
4 things weak at least.
Wait, there's a team that's mono fairy.
It's not literally mono fairy, but it's got.
It's not. It's just that's what they based it on.
I was about to say, what the fudge?
You are right though. Fighting fairy weaknesses are huge here. Even like U-turn. If someone choice bans or like imagine Slitherwing first impression
I
being
used
a
to
U-turn
well.
here. It's gonna go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is kind of.
Yeah, no, if this team would have trouble with that low kicks I faced.
Yes, it would. Like, I guess you could bring in Lucario and Bravery on it, but like, I don't know. I don't like this. It's a shame because like these mons
Like
on
fighting
their
type
own
moves. I'm
are
pretty
really
sure.
good. Like Roaring Moon is really good. B Sharp
Yeah.
Eviolite is really good. Lucario is like fine. You can definitely pull off some good stuff with it. Let's see what Steve says. This feels all over the place. Very little defensive options.
It looks like a threatening team.
Yeah, but it's not. If they can reliably sweep though, then it's no problem. There might be a lot of hard switches to mitigate damage until Roaring Moon or Lucario manage to set up. At first sight, it seems like a draft favorite mons rather than synergy mons. Actually, a very good way of saying it, I think.
I'll say it's a very threatening looking team. I feel like if you switch out a couple of the other things to eliminate some common weaknesses, that would make it really good.
Yeah.
But Alex from Lavender Town, he's a really good coach, and I'm sure he can figure out what he wants to do with it.
Yeah. So what we're thinking? What tier? I honestly can't say that I like it more than Boston's team. I'm thinking like here.
Yeah.
What are you
That makes-
thinking?
I was gonna go as far as to say, like, I don't know. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I like that it's got removal. I hate how many common weaknesses it has, to put it bluntly.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. If
Memphis...
Machamp in this meta, Machamp would wreck this team.
Memphis Muse, Golden Dong, Volcarona, Gyarados, Sandy Shot.
You don't get to call it Golden Dong. It doesn't have any dong in there. You can call it You can call it Golden Joe. You can call it Golden Go. But Dong, no, Dong is mean.
It's Golden Dong.
Golden Girls.
Colossal Lilligant as Gun Tank.
Colossal's got rap.
Yeah. He's got rapid spin, which is really nice. I mean, you definitely need a heavy duty boot set, but that's kind of fine.
Here before it said ground weakness.
Yes, at least you got Gyarados. So,
Ground weakness.
Yeah, it does have. I was just about to say, overall, I do actually like the defensive coverage. They do have quite a few ground,
Rock
but they do have
weakness.
Gyarados.
It does have rock weakness.
Yeah, Volcarona will probably have to do heavy duty boots.
You're always running heavy duty boots on Volcarona generally anyway, to be fair. Like, even if you've got good spinners and stuff, just so you have that flexibility. I kind of like the team. I get what you mean about the weaknesses, but like the switch-ins are such good switch-ins, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, that's why I was like, out of all the teams so far, I like the defensive coverage on this one a little bit more.
Like, yeah, you can EQ a Golden Dong or Colossal, but then you're switching in a Gyarados, which runs Intimidate, that can then Dragon Dance and Sweep, right? That's like such a good switch option. I also like Sandy Shocks. It's quite fast, sort of Garchomp speed, I believe, with great offensive typing. Like, its stats aren't great, but like, it's hitting hard Volt switches, it's hitting hard Earth powers, good defensive typings, and it looks funny and it's cute. I like Heracross offensively. Like, you definitely have to find the right situation to use it.
I think Heracross has a lot of potential. Heracross is a good Pokemon that resists Earthquake.
Heracross is budget Slitherwing, right? It doesn't get first impression, but then it's only B tier, so...
I think Heracross...
You think what? Sorry, you cut it there.
I think Heracross is better than Slitherwing. Put that out.
No
Yeah.
way. No way.
Yep.
What? You think so?
I think Moxie and Guts are just better Pokemon abilities.
That's true. Did you get the booster thing is allowed in this draft though?
Okay. So you get that off one turn.
Yes. I do get what you mean.
Yeah.
Though. Gus is insane, and so is Moxie, and the speed is about the same as well.
And Heracross has access to Quick Attack.
Okay. Okay. You sure? It does. Trailblaze too, which is kind of funny. Megahorn? Does he get Megahorn? I can't even remember. No. We have gone on a random tangent. I like Heracross. Golden Dong is one of the best Pokemon in the game, right? Genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a good team. I like this team.
Me too.
I did too.
I wish it had a fairy type. Aside from that.
Would be nice. Maybe yeah, it doesn't need a fairy type. It's got the fire, water, grass.
Oh yeah, and it's got steel and oh, it doesn't have a dragon either.
Yeah.
I still really like this team. Lilligant is like super fun too. I don't know if that's any good. It's just fun.
It's got Quiver, so it's good.
Yeah.
Good enough.
What are we thinking?
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking even as high. Oh, let's see what Steve says. Captain Steve. What team is this? Memphis Muse. This also seems like a draft favorite Pokemon, but it's actually a reliable team. Lol. I have nothing much else to say. Almost all of them are reliable, though it still needs careful play and good breakthrough because of lack of reliable recovery and Terra surprise factor. And he says, I want to see a Lilligant sweep at some point. If she does it, please send replay.
Who's captaining this one?
No idea.
No idea.
Sylvians, you know the people.
Bro, Memphis Muse is new this season. I haven't played with them yet.
Okay.
Well, okay. So I think this is a good team. I would say this is like high B, low A. I would go as far as to say this is an A team.
I like this more than any of them apart from Charm City.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm really tempted to put Charm City as a low S because I do think Charm City is considerably better than the Memphis Muse.
So do you see the number of A's versus the rest of the teams? I don't think Charm needs that. I think A is really good. And I
Yeah,
think
Also,
an A is pretty good.
Charm City does have flying and fairy weakness.
true. We'll keep him an A. We'll keep him an A.
Yeah. Muse is good. This is a good team.
I don't think we're
Not
gonna
as-
put anyone in S, are we?
Yeah, I don't think we are.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the next team.
Oklahoma Thunderous. We have.
Jake, well, hold up. Jake, I wanted to hear Jake's take on Memphis Mew.
No, I said Memphis was pretty solid. I like them. I agree with the rating.
Oops.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Next, cool. Jake, what's your first impression?
Yeah, go Jake. What's your first impression of Oklahoma Thunderous?
I know this was the team that they kind of crapped on in their official review.
Did they?
Did they? It doesn't look bad. I mean,
Yeah,
Uh,
they did.
I'm pretty sure this was their lowest rated team. I mean, got some good stuff to it. It definitely got some good. Skeletor's good. I like Barraskewda with the rain. That's really good.
Don Dozo was a defense.
Yeah, I don't. It's not that bad of a team.
I don't think this is the worst team we've seen at all.
No, I
It's a bad.
disagree. I think it's. I'm not saying it's S tier or A tier, but I don't see it being like bottom of the barrel either.
This, like, yeah, offensively, okay, it doesn't have a roaring moon, right? But Skeledirge, you hit Torch Song, and you can really you can switch into a fighting move. You can Torch Song, and you can do a good Terror type to mess things up, right? All you need is one successful Terror type, like, haha, gotcha moment, and then suddenly your Skeledirge is a +1 and looking very scary.
I don't know. I think Skeletor is just too slow to be a real threat. I don't think it's an on.
I think Barraskewda is scarier than Skeledirge. Barraskewda is a really scary one. Have you seen his coverage? His coverage is insane. It does not need rain at all.
Yeah, Barraskewda's good. I've always liked Barraskewda. It's way better than Veluza.
136 is just such an insane speed, and like 1-2-3 attack is insane. Its only negative is its lost flip turn. It doesn't have flip turn anymore.
That's sad.
That's very sad. Dondozo is just stupid with the amount of HP it has. Like, it would be very easy to look at this team and be like, oh, where's the defense, right? Eviolite Knuckle Stack is kind of wild. Dondozo has HP for days, right? And Frostmoth is just such a special defense war. It's insane.
Rock's weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big rock.
You're having to run heavy G boots, and if that gets knocked off, then it's GG, literally GG. Altaria is also doing nothing. Pachirisu is pressing Nuzzle and maybe Volt switching if you're lucky.
Is Knackle your spinner? I assume is that your own spinner? Frostmoth gets defog.
Frostmoth gets defog. But let me have a look at Knuckle Stack. How on earth do you spell Knuckle Stack?
NaCl.
Oh, what? Oh, it's an N. Okay.
Yeah, it's Na is like sodium and Cl is salt or something like that on the periodic table.
Oh my god, that's
That's
so
how they
clever.
He doesn't get rapid.
I
know this.
Rapid spin.
doesn't get spin. Dang.
He doesn't get. He gets rocks. He's just a reliable rock setter.
He's a reliable rock setter, but also Salt Cure is one of the best. Like, it's such a good move.
Yeah.
And it gets recover. So, yeah, it's one of the best Eviolite users for sure. I don't like Altaria. I don't think it does anything. You're never bringing it. Altaria is good in certain situations. Like, in doubles, it can destroy weather, which is hilarious. But in singles, it kind of doesn't do anything. It's really hard to pull off a sweep of Altaria.
Yeah.
Especially when you got Haxorus here. You're never Dragon Dancing with Altaria over a Haxorus, right?
True.
I definitely don't agree that this is the worst team in the draft, though. Like, for me, this is
It was second worst.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
They ended up moving it up to C because of Volcarona, but
Volcarona?
Yeah, we'll get to them.
Oh.
Okay.
There was another team so bad it made all the other teams good. Yarr.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, I suppose I like this team. I don't know. I actually quite like it.
I am like, who do we have in C?
Who do we have in C? We have Boston Braveries, Lavender Town, Florida, and Slow Kings. Honestly, I like this team more than any of these guys' teams.
I like the Boston Braviaries more than this one.
Yeah.
Let me
Right.
see what Steve
Yeah.
says.
More than
Physically dominated team, but still with good special coverage. I mean, we have Skeledirge, right? Lacks defensive options on paper, but can be compensated for bulk with and pure offensive pressure. Knuckles out with Eviolite sounds annoying, whereas Patrisu with Nuzzle and U-turn can destroy momentum. I'm thinking, okay, so between Boston and Lavender, is that what you guys are thinking?
like between Florida and Slow Kings, personally.
Oh, really? What about you two?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
No, I'd say between Florida and Lavender.
Okay.
It's okay. So I'm trying not to like say too much because I don't want to. I fought against them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that they rely a lot on Frostmoth, but like you said, the knockoff on the heavy duty boots, it's gone. If you get rid of
Yeah.
Frostmoth, they don't have any other control over Stealth Rocks or anything like that chews away at them. I think between Florida and Slow Kings, probably.
Got 2 votes on that then. Cool. C is looking very crowded. C for crowded. Okay.
We're six, okay? I'm used to seeing teams that wow me on every edge.
That's because in PTG we get 2 S tiers and 2 A tiers.
I mean, yeah.
We're spoiled.
Yeah, we're spoiled. Okay, Glimora, Iron Hands. Oh, I hate these names, they're so bad. Klefki, Staraptor, Rotomo, Pyro, Clawitzer, and Blinette.
Why is Glamora in S?
Yeah. It's good for hazards.
Spin.
I mean, cool.
Yeah.
Where's the removal?
Removal, Staraptor gets defog. I can't remember if Klefki still gets defog. I don't think it does, but I will double check it. Nope. But I'm pretty sure Staraptor does. I'm like 90% sure it does. Oh, it doesn't! Oh god, okay. No defogger. Oof. That's a big hit.
Ooh.
That's a big hit, especially with Glamora taking neutral, Pyroar, Staraptor. Okay, yikes. Well, that's another team without removal. Wait, no, Clawitzer gets Rapid Spin, right? It's like really random. No, it doesn't. Why did I think he got Rapid Spin?
Because it did in a generation previously.
Okay. I like Pyroar. I think it's underrated. Staraptor is nice. It's good. Base 100. Very strong attack.
I would like this team a lot more if Glamora was like a A tier.
Yeah. We're also... What's his special attack again, Glamora's?
Really high.
Yeah, 130. Jesus, that is really high.
The issue is it's kind of paper.
If you... The thing is, like, looking at these stats and these moves... Let's have a look at these moves.
I've done some like experimenting with Glamora, and like the biggest advantage Glamora has is it definitely hits like a truck. It's runs best with like a sash. Because like its speed is just not enough to do anything with that big offense.
Wait.
To.
Mortal Spin? Is that a rapid spin that poisons the foe? What?
Yeah.
Wait, I did not know that was a thing. How did I
That's
not
his
know that
signature.
was a thing?
That's his signature move.
That's
probably
wild. Okay. How did
That's
I
the good
not
S
know
tier
that?
move.
Yeah, that's really good. That's like tidy up. It's really cool. Okay, yeah, no, I think this belongs in S tier. These stats with that move, like, okay, look, Rock Poison is like a super weak defensive typing, but this is a season with Terror typing. You're definitely gonna
Yeah,
want to
cool.
Terror this, right? Like, if you're using this offensively, sorry, say that again.
I said Jita did it, so you
Yeah.
can do it too.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. She Terra typed her thing into a rock.
Yeah.
honestly, I think I'm too used to people just using this as suicide hazards. I think you could really legitimately run this as a special sweeper. Maybe not sweeper, like a special wall
Yeah.
breaker.
No, it totally can. Like I've used it to like literally drop Pokemon. It gets energy ball, bruh.
Yeah, I like this
It's got like
Pokemon.
got some good coverage.
Iron Hands. Do I like Iron Hands?
Oh,
Most people write this in Trick Room, right? Fighting an electric is a super interesting typing.
Yep. Whirlwind.
Yeah. How are we feeling about this team? It does have the removal, so
I'm thinking B, like really middle of B.
Yeah, it's pretty solid B.
yeah, I'm also thinking that too.
Like I like Lamora. I like Iron Hands. I have not been impressed with Staraptor in draft. I have like Bannett's okay, I guess, not really good. Clawster's decent. Pyroar's decent.
And this
what's
is a really slow team and this is a draft where you can only have one of the items per mon, so you're only wanting one choice scarf. So this is a very slow team for that.
They do have Trick Room too.
Yeah, Trick Room is so niche in singles though. Like it can
Yeah.
work, but honestly, half the time you try and get Trick Room to work, all it does is just allow your like if your opponent works at you running Trick Room, they're just gonna protect through it, right? And all you're doing is wasting turns setting up. Let's see what Steve says. Paris, this seems like a team that will whittle you down into a late game sweep. Clef, Glamora, Rotom, Core will be hard to deal with unless you can OHKO. Staraptor can either be a stronger attack draw or 9 bulk burb. The downside is most of these mons are slow as F, but Trick Room may be needed. Yeah. I'm thinking. Are we thinking B? We're thinking B.
Yeah.
Where in B are you thinking?
I'm thinking like mid B.
Mid B, below or above Jake?
Below.
I'm pretty sure it's below Jake. I was more impressed with Jake's team.
It's hard to remember the other teams while also trying to compare it to other ones.
I remember hating the Denver Ninetales' theme.
Yeah.
Phoenix Primal, Cyclizar, Azumarill, Medicham, Toadskrull, Arcanine, Koopajar, Zangoose, and Spidops. Another quite slow team aside from Cyclizar. At least you have Regenerator with Cyclizar. What do I think? The power level is like kind of low too. I suppose
It like trucks.
Azumarill definitely hits like a truck, but you're almost always wanting to belly dance, right? Belly drum, sorry, not belly dance.
I mean, sometimes you.
I was just seeing that Medicham and thinking he would make a great belly dancer. The special attacking is almost non-existent. I suppose Toadskrull if you want to special attack with that. Cyclizar, but yeah, I don't know.
Toadskrull's kind of speedy. Toadskrull can probably run special attack.
Yeah, it can.
And like Arcanine's good. Arcanine, Toadskrull, Azumarill, I play off each other really well.
They do.
And Medicham's got some power in there. Cyclizar with the shed tail. Cyclizar's good. Copper Raja is decent. Like I love the left side. I think that's a really solid lineup. Right side, the only real weakness I see is I don't know. I guess Spidops.
You're only sticky wave and Spidops, right? You're not doing anything else.
You're using its signature move to lower their speed tier if they hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zangoose has really hard fake outs, right?
Yeah.
Guts procs fake out. You get rapid spin on Cyclizar, so you do get the hazard removal. Koopa Jar has stealth rocks, so we got those stuff covered. Also, we have steel, no dragon, but we've still got steel and the fairy. Oh no, we do have dragon, Cyclizar, of course. Okay, steel dragon
Yeah.
fairy. That makes me happy. You know I like my claws.
Cyclizar is going to be like max HP, max speed most of the time. Like this team is like setting up for Metacham or Azumarill to beat you down.
Like 90% of the time, it's like I'm gonna shed tail into one of these, probably this. I might switch into this if I'm feeling like an Intimidate would go well. You can also do Extreme Speed, Terra Normal, Shenanigans of Arcanine. I know, obviously, Dragonite is more known for that, but for a B tier, Arcanine is not a bad compromise.
No, he is not. Yeah, I like this team. I would go as far as to say like low A, high B.
Yeah.
Tridops is the only real weakness, and even then, its weakness does serve a purpose. I see they brought Spidops even.
They did. Yeah. What are you two thinking? I want to hear your thoughts. Sylveon's go,
Who?
then Jake.
Oh,
Going to the bathroom real quick. But, I think it's a pretty solid team overall.
You got like a rough thought what ranking?
I know this is Phoenix, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Primals. Metacham's kind of like his signature thing. He always goes with Metacham, and it does really well.
I like
So
Metacham.
often, Garf.
And we all know that Chad's run a high jump kick Metacham because it may be the actively worse option, but you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. Worth it just for the Chad.
I got Metacham and PTG, and I was running Axe Kick, the new one. That was pretty decent.
Axe kick? What's axe kick? What?
So it's a good move.
Like high jump kick, but it's like
High jump kick, but 10 less for confuses. It's all right.
What? He has a 30% chance to confuse?
Yeah.
What? That's that's so weird.
It's like Dynamic Punch.
That's so cool. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, run axe kick. That's Chad.
Little Chad's from
That's made
Axe
me
Kick.
really happy. That's such a funny move.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm honestly thinking low A. Genuinely. That's what Steve
Yeah, I
says.
agree. Kevin's a really good coach too.
Yeah, coaches don't matter. Teams matter.
He's kind of my PTG rival, let's say.
PTG.
Or not PTG, GPS rival.
Steve says if a player is arrogant, Cyclizar almost be on every battle and they will gloat about how OP Shed Tail is and it was clutch. Azu Belly Drum may be the prime choice here, but they don't have to if they're being cautious without the turn it was killed. Azu can be a pseudo wall on his own. Are you guys thinking A tier, same as me?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give it an 8.
What are we thinking, above or below Memphis and Charm?
below.
Maybe in the middle.
I think it's.
What was Memphis again?
Yeah, I don't recall what their team looked like. Flip over to their. What was the Memphis team?
This was Memphis' team.
Oh,
Yeah, this was.
above Memphis.
You think? I see
Yep.
that and I think below.
I don't know, Julianne, where are you at there?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hard,
I would
it's hard.
say below, only because I think we said something about a rocks weakness for Memphis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rock and ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think below Memphis is
Okay.
accurate.
Well, yeah.
So is this one, wasn't it? Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
let's go to Pittsburgh. We have Iron Moth, Rotom Wash, Mimikyu, Earthworm, Hariyama, Masquerain, Serena, and Gothitelle. What do we think?
Cool Mons.
Yeah.
Just solid pick. They got the steel. They got a fairy in there anywhere. They got
Yeah,
some goth.
Mimikyu. You got Mimikyu. It's one of the best fairies.
I got the fairy. I don't got any dragons, but I don't think the dragon is really necessary.
You got
No problem.
no fast physical mons, but then he has such good speed with Iron Moth.
So- Scarfer.
You just shadow sneak every turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mimikyu, Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak, GG.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. The bulk. There's no recovery on the bulk, right? With no rest on Earthworm or anything.
There's an Earthworm. You just got to switch into Great Earthquakes. Earthworm.
I don't think that's no reliable form of recovery. I should say then.
Yeah, you got no reliable recovery, but Earthworm, you're going to be able to bait an EQ somewhere in here. Does he have anything that's like super weak to electric?
Electric.
Iron.
Ground. You mean Iron Moth.
Yeah, so Iron Moth's going to be doing some baitings.
Yeah. Iron Moth.
Like, you're thinking...
Rotom Wash. We all know Rotom Wash is good, right?
Yeah. No argument there.
I would say this team's kind of in the same position as we were with Florida for Alligators. It looks pretty decent, but yeah, they also had a pretty rough loss week 1, so we have to go for it. But this is one of the best teams in GPS. Like past season wise, they're the one that knocked me out of the playoffs last season. They were one of the best records. Just overall, this is one of the best teams.
This was my week 1 dev. If you remember, I told you about it.
Yeah, I didn't match. I just skipped to the end, and I saw you for it. You folded him.
Yeah. There's a video, I'll send you a video, the funny video about it.
Yeah, there is a funny video about it.
Ooh, let me see. Send me the funny video.
It's just the ranking video, what they're saying. We'll go. I can't actually show volume in this, otherwise I would. But I'll send you a link to the video later.
I've got it.
Yeah.
High B.
Yeah, high B. I'm thinking. The reason I'm sighing so much is because I don't like his physical mons that much, and I know Mimikyu. I literally just said the Mimikyu is one of the best fairy ones. I kind of think Mimikyu's a little bit overrated.
It's the best, but it's overrated.
Yeah, I'm being a massive hypocrite here, aren't I? I don't know. It is a really good team. It is a really good team. Lacking speed a little bit apart from Iron Moth, I suppose, but Rotom Wash is really good. I like Masquerain. I really like Masquerain and Serena. I don't like Gothitelle, but these two are really good C tier picks.
This is a very solid team, so I like this team.
Yeah. Let me have a look at the other stuff. Honestly, I'm thinking low A. I don't think it's... I remember really liking Black City Zekrom, but I've forgotten what their team was like. I'm going to have a look at Black City Zekrom now and compare it to this team. Oh, this was a really good team, actually, wasn't it?
I like this team a lot. That was good. That was a good team.
Yeah.
This one's good. I don't have anything bad to say about it.
What do we think? Above or below Black City?
Julianne, you've been doing those defensive keepy trackies. How's this thing's defenses looking? Anything you good?
Honestly, overall, the defensive is not bad. The only issue is the ground, and Masquerain being pretty much the only switch-in for that.
Yeah.
So, like, say Masquerain dies to whatever, then you don't have any ground switch-ins, and that's kind of unfortunate to...
Levitate and Rotom Wash.
I Rotom Rush.
Yeah.
Still,
And
it's like
Earthworm. Sorry.
is Orthworm?
Yeah, it goes
Really?
Yeah,
Earth Eater.
it's growing.
It literally gets HP if it gets hit by a ground move. Which is kind of crazy for a steel.
Terra type
A little
electric
bit.
earthworm has no weaknesses.
Yeah, but to be fair, its special defense is literally poop.
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
steel Avalugg. But instead of
Yeah.
physical defense, it's special defense.
I didn't have his ability in. Yeah, I would say low A, honestly. I don't know. I did like Black City Zekrom a lot too, but where can you show the ranking real quick?
Yeah. I don't like it as much as Primals.
No, definitely not.
Let's see what Steve said. Steve said. Oh, here's a quote from the video. So I send Steve every match and give him context and stuff. So he see the video.
I sent you the video.
Yeah, you sent me the video, Jake. I showed Steve. So he said, Palafin is amazing. The second two are okay, and the rest of them are just bad. That was him talking about my team. Oh no, that's the simi. I skipped to mine. I'm stupid. Pittsburgh Poltergeist. Let's see what he says about the team. These are individually good mons, but as a team, it feels all over the place. Also relies too much on hard switch. Oh, that's true. Too much
Yeah,
on
that's
hard
what I was
switch
meaning.
when facing type resistance mons. Two numbers 6 and 0. That was a reference to. I knew he made a reference to our match there. Okay.
That's what I meant with the defensive. Like it's overall good, but it's hard to have to rely on the switch in.
Yeah, we've got Volt Switch with Rotom Wash, I suppose. Yeah, it would be a lot of hard switching. It's really hard to switch an Iron Moth. Like, really hard. Rotom Wash is something really easy to switch into, though, to be fair. And then you can Volt Switch.
Yeah, I'm going to say B. I don't like this as much as the other team. The Zekroms are better.
What about you, Jake? Are you thinking A or B? I'm thinking bottom A. Juliana also said bottom A. Devin is saying here, below Zekroms. Where are you thinking?
I would say either bottom A or top of the B's above Zekrom. So yeah, like right in the middle.
I think
I'd be fine with low A.
We'll
low A.
We'll put him here. Okay. We'll go to Reno Weezing. I like that. I like the name.
That's Reno.
Reno? No, it's Reno. Oh, yeah, no.
No, it's pronounced Reno.
Well, that's not how you say the car brand.
Well,
I would say the town name. I don't know.
Is it an American town?
Yeah, Reno, Nevada.
Right, then it is Reno. I was thinking like the car. I don't like Reno. I like Reno. I don't like Reno. I don't like your team name anymore.
Never mind. F tier. We don't like the name.
Yeah, we don't like the name. So we're seeing the Scovill and Skull Torkoal combo wombo. Ceruledge, Hatterene, Crocodile, Sawsbuck, Dashbun, and Electrode.
Ink.
I think too much fire. I don't think you need Ceruledge as well as Torkoal and Scovillain.
I mean, I had that weak armor combo plays.
Yeah. And you would be getting the Sun Boost. I like Crocodile a lot.
Yeah.
I remember there was a part in the draft, and me and Juliana were talking about Pokemon, and we were like talking about dark Pokemon for both of us, and we both missed that Crocodile hadn't been picked. And I remember like looking back on that and being like, Jesus, how did we miss that? One of the best dark mons. I can't believe it's B tier as well. Kind of crazy. Does he get Parting Shot this generation? Crocodile. No, he doesn't. Okay, that's a shame.
I don't think he ever did. I think that was Radical Red.
Yeah, that Radical Red draft was wild. Do we have a spinner? Torkoal. But this is my issue, and actually, I'm running a Sun team in PTG right now, and it's a huge thing. I've like, I underestimated how much having heavy duty boots, or at least a type that resists the rocks, is important for a spinner. But you're always wanting to run the heat rock on Torkoal, right? But that makes it
Oh.
really awkward to switch in on the rocks.
Yeah.
Because then you have to take stealth rocks damage, and you're gonna have to take an attack before you can use your spin.
Yeah. Juliana, what do you think of the team?
I don't really like the defensive coverage as much.
Yeah.
At all, really. The ground is kind of bad, and they do have rock weaknesses too. So, meh.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they got no form of recovery. Does Hatterene get like recover?
I think it's Wish.
Wish.
What, this generation?
Yeah.
they also have water weakness.
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
To be fair, water weakness is much less with the sun up. Obviously, water damage gets halved in the sun. But
Well, that's if you get that up.
Yes, it's a big if. It is a big if. Weather control is massive for this team. I really think he would do by trading Ceruledge out for a different mon, because the type
Dash Gun has Wish.
Does it?
Guys,
Mhm.
Wish.
But then it's two fairies, right? You kind of
Yeah.
You kind of don't need both. And you're
gonna bring Dog anytime they have a threatening fire type on their team.
Yeah, especially with the sun up. I don't like this team. I'm like looking at it and I'm wanting to like it because I like some teams. And Scovillain he's got like, what was it, 6 kills? Yeah, so he's a joint highest with Pormot for kills, I think, in this draft so far. And Scovillain is really good. I think this is like you either sweep or you lose hard team, right?
Yeah.
It's not a very balanced team. I don't.
I'm gonna say, like, high C.
I see. What does Steve say? Whose team is this again? Renault Weezings.
Good old Reno.
Reno, yeah. Odd Sun team, but it can work. Too bad Sourcebug doesn't have Soul Blade. Would have worked wonders. Ceruledge will certainly be boosted, but it's nice that it doesn't need Sun to have an offensive presence. Crocodile potential sweeper due to Moxie. Electrode fast T-Wave and Electrode Aftermath sounds real nice. I think Steven likes this team more than we do. So you were thinking high C. What do you two think?
I can agree with that.
Go above Boston.
Above Boston, so top C. Would all of you others agree with that too?
Wait, go back to Boston.
You've forgotten Boston's team.
But like,
So no way this is above Boston's. No.
No.
I'm like looking at this and thinking that we're too harsh on Boston now.
no, we weren't. Slitherwing sucks.
I
Boston-
kind of agree with that. I was thinking
Boston-
about that earlier about moving Boston up to B, and then we could put Reno high C as the leader for that.
Boston B, the bottom of B, the threshold to beat. That's been what it's been so far. That sounds good to me.
Boston challenges himself because he's a commissioner and he wins a lot. He drafts last. He took his S tier last. He took his A tier second to last.
It's a legitimate
Pretty sure he went
strategy.
backwards up.
Yeah.
Didn't he start at C and just go up?
Let's go to the next one before we get distracted too much. So
Oh, no.
that was it's you now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Iron Bundle, Espavra, Bronzong, Houndoom, Pormot,
Oh man,
Saliconda, Lurantis. What was that, oh man?
I like this team. This is a cool team.
Yeah.
I love learning.
Yeah.
Sucks Lorantis lost superpower though.
Yeah, I have Lorantis and PTG.
Gets defog randomly though, which I mean it's always had
It does.
defog, but I'm happy out of all the mons that kept defog for some reason Lorantis did.
Because it learns naturally by level up.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Iron Bundle, Esparthra, good old Bronze Dong,
I love Bronze Dong.
Houndoom, Palmot.
Paulmot's joint
Palmot's-
kill leader at the moment.
That's so wild. Okay.
People keep underestimating Paulmot. It's really good. I'm gonna go on a rant now because I've heard too many people slaying on Paulmot recently. Okay, it's got base 105 speed. That's faster than Garchomp. 115 attack is good, but then you get Iron Fist too.
Iron Fist, yeah.
And you're getting like Ice Punch. You're getting Fund Punch. You're getting what's it called? Mach Punch. You know, it's got Iron Fisted boosted Mach Punch. This thing is not to be underestimated.
You're not wrong. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
It was like if it beats Garchomp and learns Ice Punch, GG.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. It's actually a really underrated. Like people like in every draft, people see Revival Blessing banned. This is a rubbish mon, right? It's got Play Rough. I didn't even realize it got Play Rough. What the hell? This mon is stupid. He gets Seed Bomb. This is a stupid, crazy mon. I really like him.
It's a good Pika evolution.
Yeah. I mean, Bronzong is like a really good steel type. It can do so much. I know it's a lot better in doubles, but this is only a B tier, right? And steel types in B tier are good. It can do screens. It can do really fun stuff. It's got levitate and heat proof, so you can like really mix it up. You can go special, physical, calm mind. You can go body press, iron defense. You can, T wave and stealth rocks.
Pretty sure you get.
Does he get wish?
I think so.
Nah, he doesn't. Nothing gets wish nowadays.
I wish it did.
Yeah. It doesn't have good reliable recovery, so you're like relying on leftovers, right? I still really like it. I really like it as a Pokemon. I also really like Esparthra. Do you remember when was it Matthew who sweeped with Esparthra and PTG?
Yeah, I just faced it this past week. He tried to sweep me.
Yeah.
If I didn't have Sableye, it would have swept me.
Bro, he reverse swept me with it.
Yeah. Oh, it was you, was it, Dev? He swept you.
Yeah. I had a 5-0 lead. Like, I had a 5-3 lead. I was in the lead comfortably sweeping with Excalibur. And then Esparthra with the Focus Sash.
It's just crazy. I like Esparthra a lot.
Yeah, I not to get too far off track, but yeah, we played yesterday and he kept calm miming speed boost until he was like +4 against my Sableye, and I just kept spamming Metal Burst because I was sashed. Eventually he switched out. Otherwise he would have swept me.
I love that.
Oh.
I love that so much. And then of course Iron Bundle, right? Everyone knows how good Iron Bundle is.
Yeah, I like your team, Julian. It's a pretty good team.
I don't like Murkrow. Sorry, just saying it. Don't like it.
Nah, Murkrow's good.
Murkrow's good. More in doubles.
I don't like
It's
Murkrow.
still
Like, Murkrow is a reliable tailwind setter.
That's all it does.
That's all it needs to do.
No, that's a whole team slot. You just never bring it. Sorry. Tailwind is like so overrated in singles. It lasts 4 turns, including the turn you set it up on.
Ooh. I don't know. It's got T-Wave.
All the opponent has to do is press protect twice, and then you get 1 turn to use your Tailwind. How fantastic.
Okay. You got me.
I love Sandaconda. I think it's probably one of the best C tier choices out there. I think these two are among the best C tier choices. Like Lurantis, like yes, it's got mediocre special attack, right?
I just wish Lurantis was faster.
Yeah, it is slow, but it's got quite a lot of bulk for a Grassmon. Like 90 defense, 90 special defense, 70 HP. That's quite a lot of bulk.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
And Synthesis, so it's got healing. And it gets Trailblaze, Stab Trailblaze. Although in Country you wouldn't actually want to use that. And yeah, Leaf Storm, Country. Like, yes, 80 special attack, not fantastic, but instantly double it every turn. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be investing in your defenses for Lurantis anyway.
I would do something like this for my Lurantis, just like max HP, max special attack.
I would probably HP 100 special attack and then put the rest in like one of my defenses.
Mm-hmm. And
Whichever one I think would be more important.
yeah. Juliana,
yeah.
what would you rate your team?
Yeah. Tell us what you think of you.
So this is funny for me because when I was watching theirs, I actually gave myself a C.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, after I actually researched my team and everything, so I've never actually really used any of these Pokemon besides Murkrow. That is the only one I've actually ever used. So I mean, I didn't think I had a good team, but Houndoom is a good fire switch in. I mean, my defensive coverage is pretty good. To be fair, yeah, Murkrow's not the best. That was when my Discord decided to take a shit. So, I mean, I just kind of picked someone random and had you pick it for me. So, I mean...
Yeah. You asked me to pick it for you, so I was like, okay. I don't like.
Yeah, I
your
didn't know.
choice.
I got anxious because my Discord crashed.
Yeah.
But can you pull up the tier list real quick?
Yeah.
I kind of agree with where they put me, being like a solid B, I guess. I don't know where compared to everyone else, but definitely probably B tier.
Better than Boston.
Do
Well,
I
go
like
next.
your team as much as Black Sea? Is a big question. Well, let's see what Steve says. Mostly
Steve
special
said
team here. Lurantis can be Contrary and Leaf Storm, make up for the difference between attack and special attack. Iron Bundle and Houndoom, heavy special attack was right off the bat. Sparfer is good if used carefully. It would total sweep the floor with speed boost and Calm Mind. Tear it into something that resists Sucker Punch or into Ghost versus Extreme Speed. Also has Rooster's Recovery. Bronze Dong might have to shoulder most of the defensive burden though, so just be cautious. That's kind of true. Oh, actually, we got Sandaconda, right? You got Sandaconda and Bronzong, which are both really good types. How do we feel versus Poltergeists? I like Poltergeists. I don't know. I'm really trying not to be biased because I obviously I help. It is a teammate and everything.
I like this team. I would put it slap in the middle. Honestly, I like. What do?
S tier.
Yeah, go for it. Fuck it.
That would upset so many people. It'd be so funny.
Exactly.
Triple S tier.
I think like there. That's appropriate.
There we go.
There you go.
You gonna move me up here too?
There we go. Could you imagine if we did this? That would be so funny. Right. What were we thinking?
I think B, but like towards the front of it.
What about you, Jake? I want to hear your opinion before I make my opinions clear.
I just got a random thing. No, I agree with B tier. I'd say either between Black City and myself or above Black City being the top B.
I was going to say low A, so we will put top of B then.
That works.
Yep. We have myself. I cannot talk about my own team unless you want to ask any questions. So
I got you.
Luckily, Dev, you're always
like...
brutal with my team, so we don't have to worry about bias.
I'll go first. I like Palafin, but besides that, not much. And the C tier, not at all. This team is actively bad.
Like this team, got Palafin, we got Kilowattrel, we got Brute Bonnet, we got Dragouge. Who's up below that? We got Magneton, Sudowoodo, Phalanx, and Komala. So we got to start. Obviously, Palafin is the second best Pokemon on the team behind Sudowoodo. Like Sudowoodo versus Palafin, I'm picking Sudowoodo every time.
Obviously.
Just,
Sure.
but like solid Palafin. Kilowattrel's like a budget Zapdos, so it's not bad. And Brute Bonnet's got some potential. Magneton's a pretty solid Eviolite Pokemon, always has been. And I think Sudowoodo's an underestimated C tier. Your team is okay, I guess.
Thanks, Kev. I appreciate it.
But I'm thinking about it, like Palafin elevates you a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that your team supports Palafin pretty well. And I'm not saying that's what you were designing it to do, but it kind of looks like you were like, shit, got to put all my eggs in this basket. And the piece, to be fair, everybody's seen your team, seeing that Palafin is the standout star by like a large margin. It's going to make Pokemon like Brute Bonnet and like Komala a lot more threatening.
Yeah, I will add though too. Which I was looking at your recap. I was surprised to see you were getting like kills from Kamala and Magneton.
People
It was like
sleep on
right
Kamala. Okay, listen, I'm going on another rant. Okay,
Well, I
Kamala
get it,
has
sleep
base
on
115 attack. This thing slaps, and have you seen its coverage? It gets acrobatics, brick break, earthquake, facade, gunk shot. Okay, can't use facade. Okay, that's a meme. Gunk shot, ice spinner, iron head, play rough, rapid spin, seed bomb, rock slide, sucker punch. This thing is crazy. Sorry, I really like Kamala. I take personal offense when people are mean about this little boy.
We were just being nice about Kamala. Whoa, what crawled up your butt?
I didn't know you could do them.
I still remember people slating Kamala, and it hurt. The trauma is real. Poor Kamala.
Yeah, no, like the you got some interesting lower tier dudes, like solid. Like I don't know, it's hard for me to not be biased, but
Yeah.
like I know you can do some work here. Like
Technically, you're undefeated in. Yes.
Technically, actually no. If you add the minor season, I'm undefeated. What's that? Well, it is a minor season, but how many matches is that?
Like 9, and then playoffs too.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically you're like 12-0, 13-0. You don't count minors.
If we don't count minus, it's 1-0. it's one.
yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, it's all right. I don't know, Julian. What do you think of Andrews' team?
Overall, it's pretty good. I don't like the fighting weaknesses all that much, but
I do
mean,
have a huge fighting weakness. That's actually
Yeah.
a massive point.
It's fine.
pretty rough.
Dragouge can absorb most fighting moves.
What's your recovery?
My recovery, I've got Symphysis on Brute Bonnet and Roost and Kilowattrel.
Okay.
I guess Drain Punch on Palafin. When you have 160 base attack, that hits hard. That doesn't
As long as you don't lose your Palafin like you did in our trials, I mean, it's a good team.
That was fun.
I wouldn't say they rated you so low in the actual rating. I think they just didn't want to look into the movesets of the actual Pokemon, which is what bothered me a lot about their the ratings. Like Kamala, very true, it has a lot, and with the rapid spin.
Yeah. Like, obviously, rapid spinning is Kamala's main role, right? And I also don't have Defog. I don't think Kilowattrel gets Defog, and not only that, but you're not really wanting to Defog with Kilowattrel. Yeah, it doesn't.
Especially with
Defog
rock weakness.
Yeah, Defog is like super nice. So like if you're expecting screens, you're gonna have to bring Brick Break, and then they can play around with ghosts and stuff. So there's definitely like massive weaknesses on the team. Don't get me wrong. I got sniped really heavily quite a few times.
No, yeah, you definitely did.
Um, it was like 3 a.m. for me to draft as well. I was like so
Oof.
tired. The way they were drafting is it was a group call, and you had to draft like you drafted the whole thing in that one group call.
I mean, it went over. It was like an hour and a half, and we went
Yeah,
through 20 people. So it went pretty fast.
didn't feel that fast at 3 a.m.
Bam needs to learn.
Yeah,
To,
yeah. Our drafts normally take like about a week, doesn't it, to pick everything?
Bro, not always. Sometimes it takes 2 days.
True. Let's
lie with
see
it.
what Steve says. Bearing in mind, Steve's definitely going to be biased towards me. This is what they said. Palafin is amazing. Second two are okay, and the rest of them are just bad. He says Brute and Dragolich provide group good type support, and Magneton is just annoying outside of super effective moves, and even then Analytic can fuck you up if it survives. Killer Watcher is strong in its own right and still can provide Tailwind for support. I don't really like Tailwind though much. It's another team that you shouldn't underestimate just because most of its mons do not have immediate offensive and defensive presence. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. Please be harsh on me. I don't want any biases. Where would you rate me?
Show me the Reno team again. Reno Weezings.
This one, the fire heavy one.
Okay, I like your team more than this one. Show me the Boston one.
This is Boston. I think Boston's team. I'll say this. I think Boston's team is better than mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's better than yours. So I think top is C.
I was gonna say that high C for sure. I mean, you just have to base it. I don't know what we're really basing the tier list off of, but like how many changes you really have to make.
Yeah.
And obviously, you got sniped a lot, and a lot of them were like.
Brilliant.
I know you did do a couple panic picks, and it's like.
That is
So-
a fair list.
I think that's a really fair spot. I think this is fair. I don't think my team is anywhere near as good as any of these, honestly. Obviously, I really like Palafin, and I do. I like a lot of these mons. Like they were shitting on the individual mons, which I don't really agree with. But I think a big thing my team is missing is like certain synergies. I would really like a ground mon. Me not having a ground mon is frustrating.
I'm just wait. You gotta let me know and link me the video when you do bring Pseudo Voodoo and Rack.
Yeah, sure. If I don't trade it.
Don't hit it, bro. That is such untapped potential.
All right.
Y'all are left, but I used to still Draco Vicious with that little fuck.
I remember.
That thing is so good.
Tokyo Togekiss. We've got Meowscarada, Mousehold, Sylveon, Gardevoir, Zoroark, Leafeon, Dedenne, and Greedent. I don't think we need Sylveon and Gardevoir on the same team. I'm just going to come out and say that.
Full of Pokemon that have like heavy. Yeah, I like this team. This team is full of furry bait.
Devin S.
True. This is the furry bait team. It's furry bait and cute, and yeah, that's the whole team. And I suppose
That's
Greedent.
cute.
That's true.
Link me the comics, please.
In all seriousness, we have like no bulk apart from Sylveon and Gardevoir if you build it bulky.
Greedent, especially defensive.
Greedent is such a Blair mon. It's just a really bad Snorlax.
Bad Snorlax is still better than other things.
It's another normal type too, and you're going to have a fighting weakness with Mouseguard and Mousehold. I suppose that's why you would bring and Sororak. I suppose that's why you'd bring both Sylveon and Gardevoir at that point. But then, I don't know. Like, especially with Gardevoir and stuff, I would kind of just like get something of U-turn, Choice Scarf it, hit Meowscarada, hit Gardevoir, hit Zoroark, hit Leafeon. You know.
Yeah, I mean, between the fairies and the grass, I was like, there's a massive poison weakness.
Yeah. Oh yeah, gods.
Type.
There's no
Oof.
resist poison at all, and a massive weakness.
That's,
You got what,
yeah,
5
I
things?
didn't even think that is such a good observation. Holy crap, that's not even just like at least you have a steel type. Like poison is straight up wrecking this team.
5 things weak to poison out of 8.
Not to mention you have no really amazing physically defensive mons here. So like if you had like a fast physical poison mon, stick a choice scarf on it, that's GG basically.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bad.
Oof, yeah, no, this might be, in my opinion, the worst team we've seen so far. Sounds really mean, but it feels so unbalanced.
I give it a C because furry bait, but realistically,
It looks friendly.
Do you have a opinion, Juliana?
Yeah, well, I'm a stickler for defensive coverage, and I was going to mention the poison. It has a lot of other weaknesses that they don't really have coverage for. I feel really bad for her. I do know her real life, by the way.
Okay.
She is my friend in real life. So her brother picked her team.
Ooh, okay.
She wasn't actually in it, and she didn't even actually have a list of things
Right,
that
so he
she
just
wanted.
sort of winged it then.
Yes.
Fighting-
So she didn't actually choose it. And with that big poison weakness, do they even have any hazard control?
Tidy up on Mousehold.
Tidy up mouthful.
But to be fair, as amazing as Tidy Up is, Mousehold is not a bulky mon. It's not like something like which can take a few more hits.
your hazards once.
Yeah.
And this is I watched, or she talked to me about her match this week. She used Population Bomb, and the other person had a Rocky Helmet, and they got destroyed.
Yep.
So like,
yeah, that's.
I can't really be. She is my friend, so it's like you would think I'd be biased, but unfortunately, I do think she has a lot to work on. She even agreed herself. She doesn't really think her team is that good. So I mean, it is definitely D tier.
She knows her brother's a furry, right?
Check his internet history. Right, let's have a look what Steve says.
Oh, by the way, her brother is Black City Zekrom.
Oh,
the team that
really? Check his internet history.
Yeah. Well, damn.
Right. Dedenne ingredient shenanigans can be really annoying. Zoroark can be used. I didn't say this in the video so far. I love Zoroark. I think Zoroark is one of the most underrated mons. The pace that Zoroark can set is unreal. Yeah. I think it's one of the best mons in the game, and it is really underrated. Just the mindset of being like, is this a Zoroark or is it not, is such a pace setter. It's unreal. Anyway, sorry, rant over. Muscarada's criticals will be the main source of damage. Sylveon and Mousehold are backup sweepers. Sylveon could be support too. Leafeon is strong but no way uses its ability naturally. Gardevoir can be annoying or another special attacker. I still think this is like I would put this at a D, like this. Do you all agree?
Yeah.
Right, 2 more to go with no one at S tier. Right.
We can go back.
Yeah.
We can move the Scraffies up there. It's okay.
I love the Chad move about having both Hydreigon and Iron Junglers. Iron Valiant, Hydreigon, Iron Jugglers, whatever. Primate, Dunsparce, Avalugg, Slacking, and Passimian.
What team is this? Vero Beach?
Volcaronis.
His was also chosen by Black City Zekrom.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Black City, man. They like
I like Iron Valiant. I don't know. I'm not huge on this team.
Black City has a thing for giving people weaknesses. There's a fairy weakness.
Yeah, this is a huge fairy weakness. This is a huge
Fighting
fairy
too.
weakness, actually.
I don't know, a
Jesus.
couple fighting.
Yeah, we got a lot of fighting weakness, neutral, fighting weakness, fighting weakness, fighting weakness, fairy
Feels
weakness,
like-
fairy weakness, fairy weakness, fairy weakness, fairy weakness. Yikes.
Got a lot of shared weaknesses.
And Black City's like holding myself a decent team too.
Black City's like, yeah,
Black City gave himself a
Let's
good
get it for-
team and then shat
so
on
I can win.
like that's kind of funny. I like Primate with Eviolite. It's fun. And I like
Primate's
I like Dunsparce.
I like Dunsparce. I like the Dunsparce. I like Primate. I like Hydreigon. I like Iron Valiant. I think these Pokemon by themselves are decent.
Yes.
I think together they are bad.
Yeah. At least
He did
Avalug's a rapid spinner, right? Does it still get rapid spin?
Yeah, it does.
Level 1.
Like, he doesn't really actively cover any of his big weaknesses.
Yeah. Does Avalugg get Stealth Rock? No. Does he have any hazards of his own?
I'm a fast fighting type. What are you gonna switch in? I mean, I guess I don't know.
You're not, actually. There's nothing to switch into a fast fighting type.
Cool.
Iron Valiant.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
true.
But then poison coverage probably. I don't know. Oof. It is an oof moment.
This is a
Get
C.
rid of Iron Jugglius. You don't need it. Get rid of Slowking. You don't need it.
Maybe switch Passimian out.
Yeah, you got
Fine.
Primate. Yeah, you got
Too
Primate. You
many-
don't need two
yeah.
fighting monkeys.
You got enough. You got enough monkeys already.
I love how he's brought Passimian and not Primate on a match. What reason would you have to bring Passimian and not Primate?
Passimian gets U-turn.
Right, okay. Actually, I kind of like Passimian more. I suppose you get like Rage Fist, right?
Yeah, it's Rage
He's gonna
Fit.
have an easier light on Primate now, though. So
Yeah.
Oh no, Primate gets U-turn.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd bring Passimian over like Eviolite Primate, honestly.
Passimian's faster.
No, it's not. Primate's quite a bit faster, 95. Passimian's stronger. 120.
Better. They got the same base. Like, what's it? Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, get rid of Passimian. Primate,
Yeah.
you're gonna want Primate because of Rage Fist. What do we
Rage
think?
Fist.
Well, let me. What did Steve say? Avalugg and Dunsparce are annoying whilst the rest is offense. Either this team will brute force opponents or Wolves force switches often and end up them slowly dying. The former is more likely though. We'll see. If you could just choice scarf these three, you'd be laughing. But you can only choice scarf one of them, and you can only Terra one of them.
yeah, no, I'd say that there's some things on here of this team that are very specific. The Iron Valiant, the Hydreigon, maybe even like the Avalugg, the Primate, like we said. But then, yeah, there are some weaker links that I say could maybe get traded out, and then this would be a very threatening team.
Yeah, you just need a few trades, and this is a crazy team for sure.
Yeah, it's on track right now.
Well, we'll
Just a
start.
couple fixes and it's a very threatening team.
We'll start with you, Sylveons. Where do you think Volcarona should go?
What does Driftveil's team look again?
Driftveils. Driftveils. Oh yeah, I didn't like this team. To be fair, I think I like this team more than his though.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to decide. It's better than Tokyo. I don't know if it's better than Driftveil.
What about you?
Just with the huge weaknesses and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's comfortable placing.
You have a lot to answer for, Blexy.
No, hold on. Let me say I like Tokyo teams more. Tokyo more. I
You
think
like them
there's
more
just
because they're furry bait, mate.
I mean, yeah, but there's also I feel like just individually slightly better Pokemon.
Mhm. What about you, Jake? Who do you think, Tokyo or Vero Beach?
Can I see Vero Beach one more time? It's next to Tokyo.
This was Tokyo.
I put Vero Beach higher.
Right, I also think Vero Beach is higher. So we'll go on to the last one,
Yeah.
the Wacko Scissors.
Waco.
Waco.
Waco, Reno. What?
You Americans and your names. Right.
Wacko is just a a wacko.
Right. Alright, we got Scizor, Toxapex, Screamtail, Noivern, Salazar, Palossand, Ampharos, and Luminion. Only one physical attacker. That's scary, I suppose. You so much.
The defense, the defensive synergy there with the Screamtail and Toxapex big.
It's huge. That's a huge combo wombo for sure.
Screamtail's nothing to sneeze at. Like it's got good offensive presence as well.
Nothing to scream at.
Yeah.
I wish he had a physical attacker. That's like
Yeah.
my one thing. Like you don't need a Noivern and a Salazar. You don't need. I don't know. I like Scizor. I've always liked Scizor. I think Scizzor's been heavily nerfed this gen.
It's still good though.
It is still good.
Like Bullet will always be a great fallback.
Yeah. Definitely.
And it gets close comp.
What do you guys think?
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like there's nothing really that jumps out at me exactly, but there's nothing that's overall bad about it.
Yeah. Do we have any removal? Yeah, we got defog on Noivern. Not that that's the most ideal remover.
I like Noivern a lot.
I like Noivern, you just don't want to be using defog on it.
Yeah. And the only thing is, like, maybe ground. They have Noivern to switch into, though. So,
Yeah.
I mean...
I think you switch Salazar out for a physical attacker, and you're in a much better position.
I would agree with that 100%. Good B physical attacker. I would say fast, like a fast one, because like yes, Scizor gets bullet punch, but you're only relying on bullet punch for offense.
See if you can trade that Salazar out for that, like Primeape or something.
Yeah. My recommendation would be a fast over 100 physical attacker of some sort. Don't know about.
What's the recovery again?
Oh, he's got
did
plenty of recovery. Toxapex gets Regenerator, and Screamtail
I'll
gets
saying good Shore.
Yeah,
Oh,
like this
okay.
guy has recovery for days.
Roost.
Yeah, I suppose you could stick Roost on Noivern if you're a crazy person.
Did Ampharos lose Heal Bell?
Yeah, everything is Heal Bell. Nothing is Heal Bell.
It's just not in the game.
Yeah.
It's really weird because like at least on Showdown it shows Chansey having like Heal Bell, but like it doesn't have it. It like if you try and like get it approved, it says no, Chansey isn't allowed Heal Bell. So yeah, it's a bit weird. It shows in Showdown, but it doesn't get it. So yeah, nothing gets Heal Bell. I wish this had a physical attacker. This would be like much higher rated if it had another physical attacker apart from Scizor in my eyes. I also don't like Luminium. It's just there.
Maybe trade in Passimian.
Yeah, Luminium for Passimian. Passimian would fit on this team really well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't rate this so highly because it's got so much, just so reliant on special. bottom of C, do we think? Like, I like him more than these three. Because the Mons would be really good if he had a special attacker, right? Like,
I would put it higher than bottom.
Yeah.
I like his team all like more than I like yours, Anders.
fight me.
Like, I'm just
Well,
saying.
Yeah, you have to also like if you're thinking they only have to make a few switches, it's like a few switches off isn't I don't know.
Sure, but like we have definitely like we said the Vero Beach would be much higher with just a few switches. I think we're rating on the teams on they have now, rather than what they could have.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm just saying I like his team more than I like yours.
That's fair. I've put it there. I don't like when something is so heavily reliant on like special versus physical, right?
Yeah,
Like
and
Yeah.
that's why he's never going to get higher than a C without like going up. He's got to work hard to break special walls because he doesn't have any good special wall breaker.
Yeah.
And that's like he's got like toxic and stuff to overcome those scenarios.
Yeah.
He's got reliable toxic. He's got the most reliable toxic.
That is very true. So what are we thinking? Top of C?
Yeah, I agree with that.
What about you, Jake? What do you think?
I think Jake left.
Oh, Jake left?
Jake,
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Jake having problems being connected right now.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think
I
of
dro-
Mr.
I
Wacko
dropped.
Scissors?
Let me look at the stream. My screen went black. There we go. Pretty solid team. I said it's definitely like you guys were saying. It needs more physical. It's definitely more special.
Yeah.
But do a couple trades. A lot of the teams need to do some trades when week 4 comes around.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say start of the road, low B, high C tier team.
Okay, let's see what Steve's saying. Good balance here with a leaner special attack. Fortunately for opponents and unfortunately for Wacko, Toxpex will have less longevity due to less recovery move PP. Rest of the team will more than make up for it though, with Salazzle guaranteeing Toxic and Screamtail making its opponent scream in anger. Noivern and Salazzle cover for the offenses with Ampharos' backup. I think that's fair. So we all happy with this? This is our rankings. No S tiers. No surprise there.
Did the other people give him any S tiers?
Yeah, they gave
think
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh and Memphis, right?
Yeah, Memphis.
Which one was Memphis? Oh, using yeah. Those are solid teams. Definitely A tier teams.
Yeah. So I'm quite happy. I don't really remember their tier list. So how so you, Juliana and Jake, you remember their tier list better than us. How does ours compare to theirs?
We definitely went more in depth, I think.
Yeah, we have more. I mean, they had more spread out because they had S tiers, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I think I was a B on theirs as well. So I think I'm the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They did. They rated Driftveil at B.
Was Driftveil?
Which one's Driftveil again? Oh, well, this one. They rated Driftveil Dragapulse a B.
Yeah, low B.
What?
No way. No way. Really?
No.
Okay. Sorry, Driftveil. Okay, I hope they don't see this. I feel so mean, but Jesus.
Your team's just super boring and not especially good.
Deb, what's your team?
Okay. We should probably round this off because this is going on really long, though.
Yes.
I really appreciate all of you guys for joining us today and helping record this. So thanks to each of you. Especially Deb, you're not even in this league and you've come on, so thank you.
Yeah. Victory in the Pokemon Trading Group and watch my live streams. There you go. That's
There
me
you go.
plugged.
That's Dev's
Yeah,
channel.
you gotta join in season 10.
Yeah.
Dev does
Sign up.
fun live streams. It's true.
Yeah. You get to see me be like, I don't have to tape my phone to my chest anymore. So it's definitely improving quality.
No word of a lie, Dev used to tape his phone to the chest and then go to a toilet and record it in there. That's actually a true story.
It's true. I won that match too.
You did. So, anyway, I think this will be us, but thank you all for joining, and thanks to if anyone's actually watched all of this, then that's amazing. Good job, you're crazy. Thanks for watching, and I suppose I'll see you next time for the next draft ranking video. Bye bye.
Bye.